For real. Watch out.
What happens when the king of the lightweight division faces off with his former mentor in a tense public showdown that almost erupts into chaos? This isn't your typical boxing rivalry, it's personal and explosive. Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Money Mayweather, once a mentor-protege dream team, are now at each other's throats. But what exactly went down this time? A handshake, some heated words, and a shove that sent shockwaves through the boxing world. This isn't just some random drama. The tension between these two has been building for a while. With Tank's rise and Floyd's huge ego, it was only a matter of time before things reached a breaking point. And let me tell you, it didn't end well for Floyd. He got the worst of it.
Like, I just want to get it fixed out.
Just a number. It makes it look like I did something boring.
I'm just
It all kicked off at a charity event, the type of place where you'd expect professionalism and maybe a few photos. Instead, fans got one of the wildest confrontations in recent boxing history.
Money May, don't worry, you're good, man. They're trying to get me in there.
As soon as Floyd left the venue, Tank was right on his heels. And right behind him, Gervonta Davis's dangerous left hook. Here's how it all unfolded. Floyd and Tank came face to face, but when it was time for the handshake, Floyd allegedly gave Tank a cold look before pulling his hand away at the last moment. It was a small move, but in the boxing world, where egos are as big as the paychecks, it was a major disrespect. Tank didn't take it lightly. Within seconds, he was in Floyd's face, and just like that, the room went from calm to complete chaos.
I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker. You crazy? I know the fuck these niggas playing with. I don't play no motherfucking hands. Fuck you up, motherfucker.
To understand why this moment stings so much, you need to know the backstory. Gervonta Davis wasn't just any fighter under Floyd Mayweather's wing. He was the fighter, the one Floyd had been grooming for greatness.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team, because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9 and all. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
Known as Floyd's protege, Tank was once seen as the one who would continue Mayweather's legacy of dominance, fame, and fortune. But as Tank's star grew brighter, tensions between them began to surface.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel. And he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you. He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he's basically said, I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you, you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was told at the time.
As rumors about Floyd's controlling tendencies spread, Tank made it clear he was ready to chart his own course. By the time their professional relationship came to an end, the bad blood between them was undeniable.
Has the time come, gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own, responsibility, your own priorities. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training wheels.
Since then, the tension between them has been steadily growing. Floyd has taken shots at Tank's legal issues and his choices outside the ring, while Tank hasn't hesitated to call out Floyd for being too focused on himself and not allowing others to shine. This awkward handshake snub is just the latest chapter in a rivalry that's been building for years.
Set you off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I wouldn't say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's the part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come.
Boxing insiders weighed in, with many suggesting that Tank's reaction could stem from deeper frustrations. After all, he's constantly in the limelight, juggling legal battles, preparing for major fights, and dealing with a very public split from his former mentor. Given all the pressure, it's understandable that it might have all caught up with him.
Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask him, nah.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's with somebody.
But we can't ignore Floyd's part in all this. He thrives on drama and knows how to push buttons. Whether it's through calculated mind games or just Floyd being Floyd, he knew exactly how the handshake snub would get under Tank's skin, and it worked.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just gonna say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own.
Amid all this chaos, let's not forget that Gervonta Davis has a huge fight ahead of him against Lamont Roach.
Beat his ass for y'all talk. For real. So I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was
all
quiet,
that ski
y'all was-
mask and
if y'all
all
was
that.
loud,
They got the
y'all
whole
was
hood
fucking
over there,
talking
like twisted up. I don't give a fuck
Y'all
about none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I don't
can't
care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
Y'all
gonna get
f***ing
f***ed up
y'all
over here.
face
What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
and he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off the spot. They gonna trick you off the spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
Roach is no slouch either.
I've been in this fight. My IQ, my mental, my will, and my skill.
While the media frenzy around Tank and Floyd steals the spotlight, Roach is quietly gearing up to deliver one of the biggest upsets in recent boxing history.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
Roach brings a level of precision and patience that could spell trouble for Tank, especially if he's not fully focused. Critics are already questioning whether the drama with Floyd is distracting him from what's really important.
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know. He might have bounced. I don't know. He might have bounced. He was only on for a second. Tank, you want to come in, Tank? Can I bring you in? I would love to bring you in. Only because I know for like the longest Tank has had an issue with fight hype, with me. Pull him in. Pull him in. Hold on. I don't know.
How do I do it?
You gotta do it.
Boxing is as much a mental game as it is physical, and if Tank lets his emotions take control, Roach could seize the opportunity in the midst of the chaos.
What easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
Hey, what's your gun for?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
This isn't just a grudge between two boxing icons. For Tank, the stakes couldn't be higher.
And I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother. Yeah, now watch this. Now watch.
They gonna be
now
there.
watch. Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago?
You know how when they told you say how like I posed for Lomachenko, right? Mm-hmm. And like how he said like he was retired and things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so long, but it be like situations like just now, like when he talking that spark the plug again.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Is that all it takes for you? Is that all it takes? Just a little comment?
Nah, but that's what I want though. I don't want you to fight me like you saying you're going out.
It always go like this. It always go like this.
Nah, what I'm saying,
get
you just said you feel like you going out.
They go to sleep.
I don't want you to feel like you going out.
A win over Lamont Roach keeps his momentum strong and shuts down critics questioning his focus. A loss could derail everything, not just his career, but his reputation as one of the sport's most dominant fighters.
He may or may not fight guys like Shakur or Devin. What would his legacy be then in your eyes?
I think his legacy will be in his time, which he needed to be respected for, that Tank did what most of the greats did in their time. One ballot, as far as I'm concerned, Hall of Famer. So based on that in his time, as far as his era, where it was loaded with fighters or fights and fighters that, could have fought each other and they didn't. Every era has that same situation. I don't think that ever gonna go away or ever would be something dismissed from eras of conversation. But I think Tank Davis, understand his path and gonna go by what he feels. Hey, he's young still, might change his mind, who knows? Something might happen in the next 1 or 2 fights where there's an automatic repeat or rewind of something spectacular on his way.
Adding another layer to the drama is Floyd's rumored involvement in Roach's camp. While Floyd hasn't officially joined as Roach's trainer, his presence and advice could give Roach a psychological edge.
Yeah. Tank all day, man. Tank all day. Easy work. Easy work. My money goes for it.
All right, guys. Please, right in the front, right here. Right here in the front rest there.
Easy work, man.
Come on, back. Stand here, please.
Right here.
You show them your face.
Back to the camera in the back. Go in the back of mine. They don't even believe themselves. All right.
For Tank, this feels like betrayal on a whole new level. It's one thing for Floyd to throw shade from a distance, but actively supporting his opponent is a power move meant to get under Tank's skin. And this isn't the first time Floyd has pulled something like this.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situation.
Floyd gave Frank Martin insider info on how to beat Tank, and he was even training with him. That definitely rubbed Tank the wrong way.
Remember you talking about doing the pad work with Floyd, and he said you got the speed and the power to be a world champ. What did that do for your confidence? You can hear that from anybody, but Floyd is Floyd.
It was just motivation, you know, because at that time too, man, I ain't had that IQ that I got now. So at that point, I was just really going off natural athleticism. So for him to tell me at that time, getting deeper in my bag, trying to understand the game.
It's not like basketball where you got to depend on people. It's not like football. Like the work that you put in reflects directly with your results. People don't even know the amount of hours that y'all put into this.
We ain't got no backup. We got a bad day, whatever. We ain't got nobody to come through for us. It's all.
Unfortunately for Frank, Floyd's training didn't mean much in his fight against Tank. Frank Martin went to sleep just like most of Tank's opponents.
Oh, let's not forget. Goes Martin! Mamma mia! 6, 7, it's like Tank.
If we've learned anything from the handshake incident, it's that Floyd knows exactly how to trigger Tank. Like when he picked Shakur Stevenson as the best fight at 135 over Tank, that definitely got under Tank's skin.
Floyd, when you think about the fighters who are fighting now, can you give me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to the lightweight? Who you would put where?
As of right now, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
What is it about him? Because I know you have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level.
With tensions at an all-time high, fans are already speculating about a potential exhibition fight between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather. While nothing's been confirmed, the demand is clearly there.
New deal, 7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. Get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about in those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
If I name some fighters, can you say yes or no?
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson?
Yep.
Ryan Garcia?
Yep.
Devin Haney?
Yep.
Isaac Cruz?
Yeah, but there's 2 people I already beat already, but yeah.
Errol Spence?
Outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah. Yeah. September. November.
Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
Out of all of those guys, who do you think's the most difficult opponent for you?
Floyd Mayweather.
That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments, stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one.